coming to you live from Craighead County here in Lake City, Arkansas for Suncom Media's High School Game of the Week. It's the Yellow Jackets from Bay when they take on the number 1 ranked, undefeated Riverside Rebels. Hello, everyone. Alex Gallion, of course, joined alongside me as Suncom Media's senior color analyst, Dr. Garrett Weaver. Doc, how do you feel about this one, man? Being back here at your alma mater for a big-time conference matchup, man, it's going to be a good game tonight, Doc.
Well, the atmosphere is great. It always is when these two teams play, for sure. It's a big game for both teams. It's one that Riverside, they're undefeated right now in the conference, looking to keep that alive here. Got a couple games left. I think they've already wrapped up the 1 seed, but now you're playing for something a little more. That undefeated season sounds a little better.
Oh, yeah.
Bay, on the other hand, playing for that 2 seed. They are in the driver's seat and control their own destiny in that regard, I believe. So a win here tonight for them allows them to be the 2, I think, and gives them a chance at that bye in the district tournament, automatic regional berth. So a lot on the line as these two teams match up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to go anywhere. It is Riverside and Bay coming up live here next on Suncom Media. When we return, we'll talk about both teams.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face, because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
And we welcome you back here to Lake City, Arkansas for a big-time conference matchup, Suncom Media's High School Game of the Week. Let's talk about the Bay Yellow Jackets, Doc, first. Bay, they come in tonight 21-8 for the season, 11-13 in conference play. They have some big names on this team and some big shooters. What can you tell us about Bay?
Oh, they're a really talented team, and they're extremely well coached. Coach Chase Halbrook does a tremendous job. He brings a ton of energy that his players feed off of. He's very involved, very structured. He knows the game plan. They try their very best every night to execute that game plan. He's good, and they're good. Let's talk about a couple guys. Caden Hartley, their senior leader, missed some time this year due to an injury. He's back. He did not play in the first matchup between these two teams, and Riverside ended up winning that by around 10 or 11 points.
Yes.
But it was a 3-4 point game most of the night. So he's going to be a difference maker for sure for the Yellow Jackets. Marky Dotson, a tremendous athlete for them. Jacob Willard, he can score at all levels. He can score around the bucket. He can shoot a 3, and let me tell you, when he steps in the gym, he's in range. He can really shoot it. He kind of leads the charge for them as far as shooting the basketball. Noah Watson, just a freshman on this team, has played a huge role, has really stepped up from his 8th grade year to his 9th grade year, and is playing tremendously well for this team. Cade Spencer, another kid that can play. You're going to see Wyatt McElwain come in and give them big minutes, especially in games like this where Riverside has a height advantage. So Bay, a really, really good team at 21-8, 11-3 in the conference.
Yeah.
As far as Riverside is concerned, Riverside is just tremendously talented as well. They have 1,000-point scorers on their roster, 3 seniors. They're led by those 3 seniors, and they really know how to play at a fast pace and play efficiently. They're just so fun to watch. They're going to play hard every single night. Coach Campbell does a great job with them, getting the most out of them. Brayson Timms, just a tremendous point guard senior. Cash Gillis can really step out, shoot the mid-range jumper. He's so strong and tough underneath. Thatcher Durham, a tremendous athlete, plays exceptionally well. But they've got a couple of underclassmen that can play too. Daniel Couch, just a really good player. But a lot of nights the X factor for them, Bryce Smith, is just a tremendous kid. Sometimes he comes off the bench, sometimes he starts. He can do a little bit of everything, plays at a high energy, really gives them some solid minutes. Extremely fundamental.
For sure. And Riverside, they come into tonight 27-5 overall, but 13-0 in conference play. This Riverside team, they're on a roll this year. They're looking to possibly win a state title.
Best year Riverside's had in quite some time, and have all the makings of a state championship caliber team, looking to try to bring that first title to Riverside. And man, 27-5, you can hang your hat on that, but the job's not done. They'll trade all those wins for a good postseason run, I'm sure. So anxious to see how they handle tonight, being at home in a big-time conference matchup this late in the year.
You know, and we talked about Bay just a second ago. Hartley, he had a 27-point performance, and same with Willard, also 27 points. Both had 6 rebounds against Rector. Both
those guys are capable for going for 30-plus. Riverside's got a couple to go, so couple of guys that could do the same, so it could be a really fun matchup.
Don't go anywhere. It's Riverside and Bay, all live next here on Suncom Media.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are on your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
Back here on the campus of Riverside High School. Alex Gallion, of course, joined alongside me, Dr. Garrett Weaver. Doc, man, I'm so excited for this matchup. When you got a team like Bay taking on an undefeated conference team in Riverside, you know you're going to have a fun night.
Oh, it's going to be a fun night. There's not a lot of love lost between these teams. We get to cover a lot of rivalry games, so we'll run through the starters for Bay now. I already said Coach Chase Halbrook runs the show for the Yellow Jackets. 21-8, 11-3 in the conference. Starting lineup, a junior, number 0, Cade Spencer. Sophomore, number 2, Marky Dodson. Senior, number 5, Caden Hartley. Freshman, number 14, Noah Watson. And junior, number 33, Jacob Willard. Bay, not as big. Coach Hallbrook, we talked just a few minutes ago. They want to keep the ball out of the paint tonight. That's a key to the game for them. Keep the ball out of the paint, and they want to be very efficient offensively because they know Riverside can score. They got to keep up.
Yeah.
So, starting lineup for the Rebels. Coach Buster Campbell comes in tonight, 27-5. His squad, 13-0 in the conference, got a real chance of doing something pretty special, something a little bit rare. At guard, senior number 5, Brayson Timms. At forward, junior number 21, Tucker Emery. The big man in the middle, sophomore number 23, Daniel Couch. Guard, a senior number 24, Thatcher Durham. And their other post, a senior number 44, Cash Gillis.
You know, Buster Campbell, man, 6 wins away from 1,000 career wins.
Pretty impressive.
I mean, he's going to go down as a legend.
Oh,
And
well,
not
yeah,
even,
he's already in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So that's pretty impressive. That's rare air for sure to be anywhere close to that number. He's been doing it a long time.
And to still be active, actively coaching. I mean, Buster Campbell, man.
Almost 50 years of it.
A pure legend here. The opening tip-off.
Going to get a quick tip there.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was convincingly won by Bay, but quick tip there. And Gillis will win at that time now. So starting out, Riverside, they're going to have to watch the three-point line. Bay, they're a team that is known to shoot the three-point ball.
Riverside likes to run. They like to get it out. They like to run the break. They're very efficient. They're high motor, really quick. All 5 spots can really run the floor. So Bay going to have to do a good job of making this a half-court game if possible and being very efficient, like Coach Halbrook said, on the offensive end.
Less than 6 on the shot clock here. And a pull-up jumper from Timms will be no good as the first shot won't fall.
Bay with a big win recently over Mark Tree. That is nothing to slouch about. That's a huge victory right here in the second half of the season for them.
Beautiful bounce pass. Tried to get it to finish. No good from Emery. Nice cross kick out, top of the key for Bay. Shot's good, and it will fall from Noah Watson, the freshman, like you just talked about.
So many shooters on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Riverside's not going to be able to get lost in transition. They're going to have to make sure they get a hand in the face of every single Bay player.
Great start for Bay, striking first here at home for Riverside. Riverside corner 3 coming up now. No good from Emery that time again. And Bay able to keep it in bounds, kind of a jersey pull almost in a way as he goes down.
Emery's a gritty player, man. He's tough. He really plays hard. He's got a lot of energy. He's going to beat and bang inside. So he may not be 6'6", but he plays like he's probably 6'1"-ish, but he sure plays like he's about 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, and you said it earlier, there's a lot of seniors on this Riverside squad, so, you know, a lot of veteran players for this team this year. Inside for Bay. And rejected that time. Big block from Daniel Couch. But Bay will keep the basketball here. Yeah, he thought about the 3. With 10 on the shot clock here. Nice screen. Kick out, corner 3 coming up, and shot will fall again. That time it was Jacob Willard.
If you're Riverside, you absolutely can't leave that man open. I'm telling you, he can flat out shoot it, and if he gets hot, he may hit 8 or 9 tonight.
6-0 run to start out this ball game for the Yellow Jackets.
Riverside a little flat right now, looking like nothing really in rhythm.
Timms almost getting that 3 to fall. Nice offensive rebound, trying to finish. Now can Gillis get it? And it will go out on Bay.
Riverside's a team that's notorious for a hot start. They like to get out of the gates quickly. Bay kind of coming out, I don't want to say punch them in the mouth, but in sorts, really getting after it to start this one.
Wow, nice job that time. So Bay will get the ball back there. And great effort from Kate Spencer.
you're going to see that all night from the Yellow Jackets. You're going to see that from both teams, really playing hard, diving for loose balls, doing everything they can, leaving it all on the floor, and that's all you can ask as a coach and as a fan.
This is a great start for Bay. And a left wing three-pointer coming up. Shot won't fall. And Gillis is going to get the snag rebound, and it's stolen. Bay basketball. Now another corner three. That's Spencer. Can he hit it? Its shot's good. And a 9-0 run to start out this ball game. Bay looking good as we will take a small commercial break here on Suncom Media.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
And we welcome you back to Lake City, Arkansas, here on the campus of Riverside High School. So far, if you're just joining us, the Yellow Jackets they're on a 9-0 run to start out this game.
Well, we talked pregame. We said, hey, they got a lot of kids that can shoot it, and they're all dangerous from behind the three-point line, and 3 different players so far have hit a 3 for the Yellow Jackets. So if you're Riverside, you've got to figure out a way defensively to find them in transition, find them in a half-court set. You can't get lost and let your man shoot it.
You know, that was a key to the game, too, for Riverside. They needed to protect the three-point line against Bay because Bay can shoot, and they are already starting to prove that.
I think they've had a couple games this year over 15, 20, to near 20, if not more, threes in a game, which is impressive.
And I believe it will be a foul on the Bay Yellow Jackets. It's going to go on Marky Dotson. Dotson, who had 25 points his last performance, and will pick up his first foul.
Well, much like Riverside, these two teams are a lot alike in that regard. As Couch's first free throw finds the bottom of the net for the Rebels, but both these teams are similar in that they have several guys that can go get 20 to 25 points in a game. And when that happens, it makes you dangerous because you don't know who to guard, and you don't rely on the same guy to have a good night every single night.
Yeah.
So that's what makes these teams super successful the way they have been this year.
So Riverside. Wow, and that will go on Bay as well. So Riverside will get the basketball back here, and Coach Halbrook, I don't think he was real excited about that call.
Well, that's 2 now. That's too quick within about 10 seconds on Marky Dotson. So Dotson going to have to sit for a little bit. That's a big loss for Bay. He's a high-energy, high-motor guy, so not something they wanted. Obviously, they have the lead right now, but really don't want to have to see him go to the bench if you're the Yellow Jackets.
Nice ball movement for Riverside. They've got to get a bucket here. Gillis with 15 on the shot clock remaining. Gillis loses it. Bay will pick the ball back up. Will go down court. Will kick out. Right wing three-pointer coming up. Shot is off and a Riverside rebound.
There are going to be a lot of volume shots taken tonight from the three-point line for Bay, and so you're going to have some misses. You're going to have some long rebounds. They're going to have to do a really good job when they do miss of trying to get offensive rebounds, but at the same time still finding a way to get back on defense because Riverside loves to run the break.
Oh, yeah. Timms, he's at the top of the key. Can Riverside hit it? No good. Nice rebound that time from Watson. Watson will take the ball down for the Yellow Jackets. He'll drive and tried to kick it out. They're able to keep it alive.
McElwain it gives them some size. He's about 6'4", which really helps them inside against this taller Riverside team. McElwain going to have to play strong tonight, rebound the ball really well when he's in this basketball game. And he may have a chance at some long rebounds off these threes, and he needs to be able to get 8 or 10 stick-back points.
Watson, his three-point shot will fall, and Bay, so far they have been lights out from beyond the arc.
I watched his uncle and his dad do that a lot, and his uncle. I mean, he both uncles. He comes from a lineage of really good basketball players, and he is one in his own right, just a freshman. But this second half of the year, he has really turned it on and is a huge piece of their offense.
So far, 6 points tonight for Watson with 2 3-pointers. Gillis top of the key. He's going to drive, going to use his strength, and whistles are blown. Believe a foul called on Bay that time. It's going to be Jacob Willard going to pick up his first personal. I bet Bay didn't expect to have this start of the game. 12 to 2.
They certainly hope they would.
Gillis pull up mid-range. Shot's good. It will swish. Gillis will get his first points of the ball game.
It's something Riverside really needs to get him going, be able to get him the basketball in that mid-range.
Yeah.
See if he can't reel off a couple of buckets.
Yeah, Cash Gillis, a senior forward, 6'3". Nice screen. Trying to get around it. Some tough defense here. Will drive, pump fakes, puts up the shot, and it will fall that time for Hartley.
Hartley's so patient. He is so fundamental. He's not going to make mistakes. He just takes care of the basketball and gets Couch to leave his feet right there and is able to finish the little floater.
Yeah, he was very shifty player that time. Loses it. They're able to pick it back up. They try to get a kind of a reverse finish that time from Timms. Won't fall.
You bet they got to pick up Hartley. Hartley gets to the bucket, gets his own rebound. He's so strong. He's another player that plays. He may only be 6 feet, 6'1", but boy, he sure plays like he's about 6'3" or 4.
And he's got speed too. Look at it. Bay will get another turnover here.
What I see so far is Bay wants this more. Bay's bringing the energy and playing at a very high level right now. Riverside's going to have to step up the intensity and efficiency. They're going to take care of the basketball.
Yeah.
Too many unforced errors right now, and Bay is just getting everything they want on the offensive end.
A pass in coming up. It will be Wyatt. Well, Bay, they've played this game perfect so far. Tried to feed it inside, under the basket, and a tough shot there that time from Willard. Riverside, they're going to pick up the pace here. And a three-point shot left wing, and a nice snag rebound. Look at the intensity. Can he get it to finish? He can't.
Riverside just unable to connect from long range right now. McElwain with a bit. There it is. I said he needs to have about 8 or 10 tonight. And they don't have to be anything flashy. Doesn't have to be fancy. Layups are perfectly fine. If he runs the break as big as he is, if they can get it up to him, or he can finish some junk bucket on a rebound, that adds an element to this team that gets them to an 80-point night potentially.
Oh, yeah. Bay now at 16 compared to the Rebels' 4. Gillis trying to go around the screen. Nice ball, met only 10 on the shot clock. Thought about pulling it. A drive from Durham. That would be a kick out for Smith. His three-point shot won't fall either.
Shot clock will be off. Bay's going to take the last one. They're going to take this in this first quarter with at least a 12-point lead, looking for more here. Riverside's going to have to do something this time out between quarters and regroup.
Oh, for sure. Watson, he loses it. Picked up from Riverside, 2 to shoot. It will be Smith, half-court heave. I don't think he'll get it off in time, but Bay with a strong start to this ball game. They lead the Riverside Rebels 16-4, all live here on Suncom Media.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face, because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks, our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
Back here on the campus of Riverside High School. So far, Bay with a big lead over the undefeated Riverside Rebels 16-4. So a great start for Bay, and Bay will get another turnover. They're going to capitalize once again. Watson will take it down. Go over to Spencer. Coach Halbrook trying to run a play for his Yellow Jackets. They almost steal at that time. Spencer able to keep the ball alive. 15 on the shot clock. And a pull-up jumper that time from Hartley. His three-pointer will not fall. And Riverside able to get a rebound there, Doc.
Yeah, they needed that. I mean, Bay hadn't missed a whole lot of shots, so Riverside going to have to do a good job when they do miss at getting that rebound.
Couch trying to fight for his life in the paint, and they wanted a walk call there, but it didn't go in Bay's favor there, so Riverside will get the ball back here. Passing coming up for Smith. Smith will get into Gillis. Gillis loses it again. Will go out of bounds on the Yellow Jackets. Just feels like Bay so far is capitalizing more on certain plays compared to Riverside so far, Doc.
They certainly are. Bay has won this heavyweight fight up to this point.
Gillis kind of stuck in the corner there, pass out. And nice drive. Durham will try to get to the basket, but is rejected from Wyatt that time, number 10. And Wyatt with the pull-up, left wing. And now a corner three coming up for Spencer. Spencer will airball it. And the ball will go back to the Rebels here.
Riverside going to walk it up now, try to get something set up. They need to get in the flow offensively. Even if it's in a half-court set, they need to figure out something that's going to work for them, because right now Bay is packing it in. They're allowing them to shoot threes. Riverside's been unable to make any at this point.
Yeah, it's been all Bay so far. Step back. Will drive. Now it's Gillis, left wing. Shot will not fall, but a nice rebound from Smith that time. Smith able to keep the ball alive, and the shot clock will reset, and a turnover again on Riverside, and I believe it was a personal foul. And that foul is going to go on Daniel Couch of Riverside. And you should have saw Coach Halbrook's face, man. It lit up whenever he got that call. Bay so far, man, this has been their night.
They are in control. 4 point. This is a high-octane Riverside offense. For them to be held to 4 points in the first quarter, and, well, through the first 10 minutes of this game, 4 points, you're not going to see that very often.
Hartley, shot will not fall again. Nice snag rebound that time from Smith. Smith will take it back to the other end. Smith, baseline, almost stepped out of bounds. Gillis, though, under the paint. He will draw the foul. So going to the line now, Cash Gillis. So that foul's actually going to go on Hartley there, Doc.
It's his second. So Dodson and Hartley both with two. Going to have to be a little smart if you're those two. Make sure you don't pick up your third before the half.
Gillis with 3 points now tonight. Gillis good at both on the line, so 4 points tonight already. I mean, Gillis has got he's got half of Riverside's points now. Top of the key. Hartley, shot will not fall. Able to get the offensive board there, Doc.
Well, Bay, that's the thing. Riverside has more size. Bay is they're just playing harder. I mean, they're getting offensive rebounds just because they're wanting it a little more. Riverside going to have to, I'm telling you, the intensity is rarely lacking for the Rebels. They got to figure out how to be a little bit more efficient.
Tough finish from Smith with the hop step. Tough finish, man. That's what they needed. They got to keep that momentum up.
I said Bryce Smith's the X factor. A lot of nights he's the X factor. When he comes in, he's able to score.
And too easy down low in the post, man.
Defensive breakdowns. And here's the thing. They're going to have to make some adjustments. They're definitely going to have to make some adjustments because everything Bay is getting right now is just entirely too easy.
Yeah.
They're not helping where they need to help. They're not paying attention to backdoor cuts. Bay is just – they're crashing the glass. Nobody's finding anybody to block anybody out. And Bay is almost shooting it till they make it.
Yeah.
And they're taking good quality shots.
This Bay team has really stepped up this year, especially compared to the start of their season. They have just done phenomenal in conference.
Well, they just recognize a big game, and Riverside does too a lot of nights. But when you come out flat, you've still got to find ways to stay in the basketball game. You cannot let a team like Bay get a big 10, 15, 20-point lead, or you're going to be in trouble chasing all night long.
And I just think Riverside's had a tough time creating shots as well.
Good shots. They have been able to get shots, but they're not good shots.
Yeah.
Good shots, that goes a long way. I mean, when you're taking bad shots or tough shots every possession and they're not going in, the frustration just builds. And that's exactly what you're seeing. Bay gets a run out right there. Riverside just doesn't get back on defense, and it's 2 points. So
and that just shows you the ability, the defense ability of Bay.
They guard, they play. I'm telling you, I am really impressed right now with the energy that Bay is playing with.
Spin move in the post, trying to get another bucket, and he will. Great job from Daniel Couch.
That's a big bucket. They needed that. They need to find a way, and Bay's taking that away right now. That's Coach Holbrook, what he said before the game. Keep it out of the paint. So they're going to force the bigs from Riverside out. So Couch and Gillis are both going to have to be able to step out and hit a 8 to 10 footer from time to time to keep everybody honest.
15 on the shot clock. Thought about pulling it. Kick out. Great ball movement. Now only 5 to shoot here. They got to shoot. Will drive, loses it, and Hartley couldn't get it off in time. Here comes here comes Riverside the other way. Corner 3 coming up now. And they finally able to get it to fall. Great job from Thatcher Durham.
Lid came off the bucket finally for the Rebels. Thatcher Durham able to knock one down, and that's what he does really well. He may be their best in-transition player in regard to shooting.
I agree.
Timms can do a great job of getting to the rim. Durham does a good job of finding the hole in the defense in transition and spotting up for shots.
Top of the key shot will fall again for Bay, and Bay has just been completely lights out so far.
In that defense right there, you can't sag away from the top of the key. And what I mean by that is you can't get so far shifted away that you leave Willard or any of their shooters for the easiest 3 on the floor, which is the top of the key 3. If they can square it up from the top of the key in rhythm, it's over a 50% chance it's going in.
Yeah.
And that's any good shooter. That's where they want to be. So when Bay is doing a good job of sliding that guy over when the defense shifts and they're finding him, somebody's got to stay home on that defense and not allow him to get a good, clean look. Force him to shoot a 3 from the wing, but don't let him shoot a 3 from the top of the key.
No. Especially if you can get someone that can consistently make that top of the key 3. I mean, that's hard to defend against. Inside again.
Rattles out for Couch. That's a good look. That's what they want. Find him right there in that spot, but just unable to convert on that one.
Over here on the left wing, Hartley will drive.
Can't step to him.
He tried to get it.
He's so fast. You can't give him a step right there. You got to be smart about. You want to challenge the 3, but you also can't step directly at him and let him get around you.
Man, Bay, they've done a phenomenal job out-rebounding Riverside in certain situations so far.
Name one aspect of this game that Bay hasn't won at this point.
Yeah.
You can't.
I can't.
Every facet of this game at this point in time, Bay is winning. And so Riverside's got to find a way to be able to win those other.
Hartley, he went inside and he almost had it. But yeah.
That was on, Noah Watson kind of extended that arm on the drive and going to get charged for the offensive. That's 2 on him now. So multiple players now for the Yellow Jackets with 2 fouls.
Less than a minute 30 here to go here in the first half here at Lake City.
Riverside really needs a bucket on this possession. It does not have to be a 3. You just got to find a good, clean look in some way.
Timms will drive. Left hand, finesse will not finish. Great rebound from Dotson. Can they finish at the rim? No, he can't. Coming back down the other way. Top of the key now. That's Daniel Couch for 3.
Riverside, I'm not sure what they're shooting right now from 3, but it's 1 for whatever that may be. And I'm going to say it's probably 1 for 9 or 10.
Man, he almost got that. That would have been a really good reverse finish here. Can they get it to Gillis? He draws the foul. So we'll go back to the line here for 2.
I'm not quite sure that's the offensive possession Bay wanted, the shot that Bay wanted with not a whole lot of time left here in the first half. I think they wanted maybe something to slow it down a little bit, maybe something a little more efficient. But Gillis and the Rebels did a good job of getting out in transition, and he attacks the rim, gets to the line.
Gillis with 5 points on the night.
Bay can't run the shot clock clean
Yeah,
out, but they can take it down to about 3. So in reality, they could potentially take the last good shot of this half. And if I'm Coach Hallbrook, I think that's what he's doing.
About a 2-second difference in the shot clock and game clock here.
I don't think I shoot it until there's about at least 3 on that shot clock. Really limit Riverside's ability to maybe get something in transition.
Watson on the right wing. They're looking for a good
exactly
shot. Top
what
of the
they
key
did.
coming up for Willard. Will not fall. And a half-court heave again from Smith, and will hit the top of the backboard. So they will head into the second half here with a lead over the undefeated Riverside Rebels. It's Bay 23 to Riverside's 14. Do not go anywhere. We will be back for the second half here on Suncom Media.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything, it's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks. Our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare, solutions for your home healthcare needs.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything. It's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks. Our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
At Southern Bancorp, we are wealth builders for everyone. We see building wealth as helping people succeed in creating strong financial futures. For some, it's having tools to build credit and buy a first home. For others, working with our award-winning SBA team to launch or grow a small business. And still others might use our unique savings plan today to save for tomorrow's dreams. Wherever you are in your wealth building journey, Southern Bancorp can help. Stop by or visit banksouthern.com to get started. Southern Bancorp, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Healthcare. Solutions for your home healthcare needs.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
At Roof Raiders, we never start with pushing a contract in your face. Because our first job isn't selling anything. It's protecting you in a time of need. Like supplying tarps or stopping leaks. Our first duty at Roof Raiders is to help. Every mission for us starts with response and ends with unconditional satisfaction. Count on it and count on us. Roof Raiders, always on top.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
And we welcome you back here to Suncom Media's High School Game of the Week. We return to you from second half of action. It is the Riverside Rebels, the undefeated Riverside Rebels, and the Bay Yellow Jackets. Bay, though, they lead Riverside here at home 23-14 as we head into the second half here, Doc.
Well, we talked multiple times. Bay won every part of that first half, from rebound to basketball, shooting the basketball, everything offensively, really everything defensively. They had more energy. They just did everything they needed to do in that first half to have a 9 or 10 point lead and a comfortable lead at halftime. Riverside's going to have to right the ship. I've been in that locker room many times for those discussions, so I know it was talked about, and I know you're probably going to see a different level of play here in this half. But if Bay continues to shoot the ball well, Riverside's going to have to match that.
They're going to be in trouble. I mean, Willard, he had 6 points in the first half. So did Watson, though. But a tough finish and a great start for Riverside here. Timms with a nice finish.
That's what they needed, a little takeaway. Try to gain a little bit of momentum here early in the third quarter. Now, they don't have to get all 9 back and have the lead or anything to start the fourth, but they need to cut this to a one-possession game going into the fourth, at least a 3 or 4 point game if possible.
Oh, they ain't got a choice. They got to if they want to remain undefeated in conference. 13 on the shot clock here.
if you're Bay, you don't want to get away from what you did so well in the first half. They really pushed the tempo, scored in transition, forced some turnovers, got some good looks. They need to make sure they do that here in this third.
A right wing three-pointer coming up this time. Shot will not fall. Gillis, though, under the rebound and will get it and one. Count it for the Rebels.
That's what they needed for sure there. They needed to find a way to get on the board early, and they've done that now with 4 quick points the first minute. Gillis has a chance to cut this down to a 4-point game, and the deficit would be cut more than in half. He's going to miss on that free throw.
They would get their own rebound, though, so Riverside with another chance to gain a bucket.
Well, the first minute plus, Riverside has done what Bay did all first half. They've controlled everything so far. The difference is they've got to be able to sustain that for the next 15 minutes.
Couch post, the ball will rim out. Bay will get the rebound there. I want to say Cash Gillis so far with 7 points tonight. And they will call it Riverside basketball here. Chase Halbrook not happy with that call. Top of the key will not fall that time for Timms.
Tim's been cold from behind the three-point line. What he does so well is get to the rim and finish tough shots. He needs to find a way to penetrate, try to get to the rim, draw some contact.
Watson off for his three. Down low in the post, and one. Counted for the Bay Yellow Jackets. And a big-time and one for Willard. 9 points now on the night for number 33, the junior Jacob Willard. Willard, a guy who scored 27 against Rector. Able to convert, so the first player tonight to break that double-digit point mark.
It shows 9 on the board, but I think that is his 10th point. He leads all scorers in this one.
Almost poked the ball out there. Riverside keeping it alive. Some tough defense. Trying to get inside to Cash Gillis. Gillis going to be stuck there. Kick out. That's Couch for three. His shot's blocked. Can Bay get it up court? They can. And a corner three this time for Watson. It will rim out.
That's a good look there, though, for a shooter. He was able to get his feet set in transition, just unable to get it to roll. He touched every part of the rim, but none of the net.
Couch down low. Get it to his teammate. Now a kick out. Corner three coming up for Emery. His shot will fall. Shot's good. Jackpot.
It's a big bucket for the Rebels. They needed that one. 5-point game. Willard's going to get too good of a look. That's wide open, and he does not miss.
Willard
I'm telling
again. That is his third three-pointer tonight.
You cannot leave that man wide open. You just cannot.
Excuse me, that was his fourth three-pointer tonight. 13 points now for Jacob Willard, and they will get that one to fall.
Well, just an unlucky deal there as Hartley tried to save that one back in bounds and right into the hands of Brayson Timms for an easy layup.
Kick out. Look at Spencer, though, right wing. Shot will fall again. Bay has not missed a three tonight, I don't think.
Spencer fired up about it, as are the entire this entire Bay crowd. I'm telling you, the energy level behind us tonight has been impeccable.
Couch will get in his Cash Gillis. Cash back to Couch. And another corner three coming up will not fall from Emery.
Bay's going to push the pace again, and I don't blame him. They're going to find Willard in transition. He wanted to shoot that one, but Gillis had a hand up. That's probably a good decision.
Yeah. Watson hand off to Hartley. Hartley now probably might have been asking for a screen. Hartley will drive.
Let me set this up real quick, Alex. That's a beautifully designed play. Mm-hmm. What that does is they literally sell everything to the left side. And the whole time they're setting that up for a one-on-one isolation with Hartley and Timms. Timms the quicker kid, Hartley the bigger, stronger kid. So they're wanting to go one-on-one isolation and try to get Hartley to the rim. And that was perfectly executed on Bay's part. And if that play, pay attention, that play may come back later in this game, especially if it's a close one late, where they get an isolation play there with a bigger Hartley on Timms.
The Yellow Jackets, they lead the Rebels 32-23 here in the third quarter. And Couch with a spin fade. Nice rebound from Hartley. Up to Spencer. Spencer, kick out corner. Back to Hartley. Hartley will drive. And I believe he had drawn some contact there.
Going to call that one on the floor, though, so going to be a baseline out of bounds for the Yellow Jackets.
So Cade Spencer, the junior, will pass in for Bay. Get into Willard. Willard, most points tonight for Bay, 13 on the night. Left wing for Spencer. His three won't fall. And it is a Riverside rebound here. Up the court quickly is Daniel Couch. He went for the slam, but kind of missed. Now Bay quickly transitions. Hop step, can he finish? No, he can't. But look at Couch. His second time a try it is, he'll finish.
Couch wanted that dunk for sure on that possession before, but just kind of had it deflected, lost it on the way up. That would have brought the house down.
Nice fade that time. Dotson won't work, but a putback from Hartley. And
got to get an injury timeout as Couch is limping a little bit right now.
Take a look at the replay here. I mean, he had barely missed that one. Maybe there was some contact there, maybe.
He would have absolutely, that would have been a two-hand slam for sure. He's a tremendous athlete, about 6'5", but can jump out of the gym. He had a thunderous dunk a couple of weeks ago
yes,
here
he did.
Against South Pemiscot.
You know, and that's Riverside. They haven't dunked the ball all night tonight. This is a team that is known for slamming it.
Back to a 9-point game. You saw Riverside cut it to about 5, I think is as close as this one has been, but Bay able to push it back to a 9-point game with a little under 3 to play. Riverside needs to find a way to kind of dwindle this lead down.
Mm-hmm. They bounce pass now into Cash Gillis. Gillis about to lose it under the post. Will get it.
Strong move there, but Gillis, he really gathered himself, took care of the basketball, and went up strong.
Turnover. This time it's Timms. And they will call.
Well, that's actually a good foul by Watson back there, because if not, that's a guaranteed 2 points, maybe 3 there from Timms on that layup. Could have been an and one, so a really good job right there of Timms or of Watson. He turned it over, but mindfully commits a good foul. You don't really call a lot of fouls good fouls, so to speak, but I think that was a good one for the Yellow Jackets. A little bit of a bad break for the Rebels.
Court's been pretty slippery over here on this Bay side.
Well, that just shows everybody's playing hard. There's a lot of sweat on the floor, people diving on the floor, bodies across the floor, so you don't mind the officials to have to pause the game to wipe that up.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want an injury. You got to make sure you keep the floor dry if possible.
Especially this time of the year. I mean, playoffs are literally at the end of the month.
Yeah, you're quickly approaching postseason. So
I think for Bay at least.
District tournament's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, they've got 4 games left this season, Bay does, until they reach the district tournament. Nina screen. Timms. We'll go back to Timms here, behind the back. Trying to get inside. Kick out again this time. Number 21. His 3 will not fall.
I knew that was coming there.
Wow.
Oh, they're going to get they're going to get a foul on the Yellow Jackets. I guess maybe as like a hold or a
wow, and Coach Halbrook is in complete shock at the moment.
It was hard. From our angle, there were too many players in the way. It was kind of hard to see, so I'm unsure.
I'm unsure about that call, too. It's not going to matter. Number 24 in the corner. Durham's shot will not fall, so Bay will get the ball back here. And some disagreements down here with that last call. Bay still with the lead, 34 over Riverside's 27. This game's starting to get really heated.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun. This is a rivalry game. Everybody, both sides, both players, all players want to win, all fans want to win, coaches want to win. It makes it very entertaining.
Bay's 3-point shot will not fall that time.
7-point lead. Riverside could really use a bucket on this possession.
Timms, he will drive. He's got enough room. Right hand will not get it to fall. Down low, though. Can they get it? No, they can't. Now Cash Gillis, third time's a try for Riverside.
Just going to have to be tough. Here's the thing. The officials are letting them play, and I like it. I think they need to. Both sides are going to be upset about that, but listen, postseason's coming. They need to let them play. They need to let them be tough on both ends of the floor. If you want to compete postseason, you've got to be tough with the basketball.
Major contact.
You don't want somebody to get hurt, okay? So let me be clear. You don't want it to get out of hand by letting it be physical. But you want to let them play through a few, bumps and pushes and all that.
Yeah.
You don't want it to get out of hand, but you also want to let them play and let the players decide the game to that extent. You're going to get a lot of people that say, oh, they're fouling. I get it. But sometimes you need to let the players toughen up a little bit so that when postseason gets here, they're ready to go.
Yeah, because in postseason it's going to be rough. I mean, they're going to play – almost gets the and one there, but like you were saying, though, it's going to be physical in the playoffs no matter what, especially when you're having to play teams outside of the Northeast area. I mean, there's some really special teams over in Central. Thatcher at the line now. So far, 3 points tonight for him. And he makes that first free throw. Trying to cut the lead. Riverside only down by 4 now. Compared at one point in this game where Bay had a major lead. Had held Riverside to 2 points in the first quarter. And that. So a 3-point ball game here with 40 seconds left to go. Coach Halbrook trying to run up a play for his Yellow Jackets. Starting to get loud here, the Riverside student section. Watson bounce pass. Inside to Willard. Willard, can he get it inside? No foul call, able to get a rebound. Pump fakes, puts it up. Shot will not fall again. Riverside able to get the rebound. Able to transition back to offense. Durham. And they will call it on Riverside. A charge call, I believe it's going to be. So Bay will get the ball back here. Bay still with the lead. No shot clock remaining. 13.1 on the clock. So Bay can have the last shot here if they choose so. Noah Watson with the takedown. Nice ball movement. Watson over to Willard, and a foul is drawn. I believe that one's going to be on Cash Gillis that time. And it looks like we will see a full timeout from Coach Chase Halbrook of the Bay Yellow Jackets. Bay, they lead Riverside 34-31 here on Suncom Media.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Back here on the campus of Riverside High School, 1 second to shoot, and Bay will draw the foul.
That's not smart if you're Riverside. You just listen. I get it, but you can't even challenge that to the point that it's a potential foul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to challenge a shot. I'm not discouraging that, but you can't have a hand on him in that scenario because he's going to have to force a rush shot with 2 seconds left. And if you're Riverside, you can't. Now, that's a heads-up play by Willard to draw the contact, especially with 2 guys on him. That's a heads-up play on his part to draw that contact and get 3 easy free throws out of the deal. But if you're Riverside, you got without giving it to him, you can't even remotely come close to fouling him.
0.9 to shoot. Did he get it off in time? And he hits the back of the backboard. So Bay still with a small lead over Riverside, 37-31. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned for the fourth quarter. It's Suncom Media's High School Game of the Week. Back here on the campus of Riverside High School is Bay still with the lead over Riverside, 37-31 here as we have one more quarter left to play here on Suncom Media. Doc, it's been a really, really good one so far, and it's getting even closer. Kate Spencer with the ball. Starting out here on the right wing, it's Hartley. Hartley will drive, tries to put up the floater. Shot will not fall. Who will get the rebound? And it is going to be Bay's ball here. Could see the angle of the ref there.
One thing, if Bay, this is a big possession for Bay, and I'll tell you why. Because if they can get a bucket here and push it to 8 or 9, that changes the whole complexity for Riverside. If Riverside's able to get a stop here and then go down and cut it to 3 or 4 point game, that changes the whole next 7.5 minutes of this quarter. So this opening possession of this quarter is big for both of these two teams.
Hartley with a wild pass. It was intended for Willard, but it will go out on a Rebel, so Bay basketball still with 23 seconds on the shot clock remaining. And Hartley will get the ball back first here and a handoff to Watson.
I think you're going to see I'm not saying Hartley's going to score a lot this quarter. I think you're going to – he may.
And he will draw the foul. This time for Bay, and man, Dotson at the right place at the right time.
I think you're going to see Hartley have the ball in his hands a lot this quarter. He's tough, he's strong, he's been in these moments, he's their veteran leader. I think you're going to see him handle the ball a lot in this last quarter and make decisions.
Oh, for sure. Dotson so far with 4 points tonight, adds 5.
Hey, get a stop!
Bay, man, they looking to pull out a big win tonight if they can beat and break the undefeated streak of Riverside.
Riverside's not going to go away quietly.
Nope.
They're going to make a run here. Bay's going to have to withstand that. The Rebels are going to battle. I've watched them way too many times to know that they're not just going to lay down and let you win this one here at home.
Nice ball movement. This time Smith kicks it out to his teammate Timms. Timms drives back to Smith now, left wing. Shot will not fall. Cash with an incredible rebound. And it will be a foul on Riverside that time.
Well, I think early on Willard didn't have as great a position maybe on the rebound, but then before it was all said and done, he certainly did, and I think they're going to get a push in the back there on Gillis.
Love the effort, though, from Cash that time,
tremendous
man. That was
effort.
a great rebound. Inside, can they get it to Dotson? Dotson, his layup will not fall. I think Coach was looking for a foul that time.
That was a well-designed play, just Dotson unable to finish that one. One he wishes he had back, I'm sure.
Smith, spin move, beautiful spin move. Cannot get it to fall. Cash, Gillis with the board, and it will go out on Bay. So Riverside will get the ball back here.
I'm begging.
Looking for the pass in. Gillis. And he steal it. Look at it. Kate Spencer to the hoop. He draws the foul, and the contact will go to the line here for Bay. Man, what a game we have witnessed so far here, Doug.
Oh, it's been everything we expected. Now,
Yeah.
I say that. The only thing it hasn't been that we expected it to be was high scoring. I expected both teams to be a little more efficient offensively. But again, Bay feels like if they can limit that and be more efficient, work a little clock, that they stand a better chance of winning. And so far, that has been true this entire night. Slowing the pace of play down and not letting Riverside run and gun has paid off significantly through the first, 26 minutes of this one.
Beautiful room for Smith. He'll drain a three.
It's a big-time three there from Bryce Smith. They're able to find him on the wing.
Smith with 5 now tonight.
He's a spark plug.
I mean, this has been a fun matchup, and we've got a huge Class 4A matchup tomorrow night as well. We'll talk more about that in the post-game show, but Marky Dotson will draw contact, and we'll go to the line here for Bay. He's done a great job at getting fouls, drawing himself fouls for Bay.
But he's got to make his free throws. Both teams, anytime you get a chance to go to the line here in the fourth quarter, you got to step to the line and make 2. You can't come away without any. But so he's able to get 1 to roll home. But you got to be able to step to the line and make your free throws in a tight game down the stretch. That is definitely the difference.
Oh yeah, if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a very, very close ball game ever since the second half started. Bay still leads Riverside 34. Passing coming up for Riverside. Gonna go over to Smith, inside to catch Gillis. Gillis will get the and one, I believe. Yes, he will. Gillis, who's been their highest scorer so far with 9 now. Now he sits at 11. I think there's been a lot of disagreements with the officials tonight, Dog.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's hard to officiate games like this because it's intense. You're not going to make everybody happy.
No,
somebody's going to be mad
right
every possession.
Yeah.
You just got to call it the best you can, let the players play through some stuff, and you just get out of here. As an official, I think they've done a good job. I think they've let them play. They've called it the way they've seen it so far. Everybody's going to be critical, but, man, it's the most thankless job there is to be a high school official.
Yeah. Ball will go out of bounds there on Cash Gillis that time of Riverside. So Bay will get another chance to score. Only 9 on the shot clock, though, so they don't have a whole lot of time. Hartley with the ball. He'll cross over, get into the paint, spin move, down low on the post, draws the foul, and 1 counted for Bay.
I'm going to make a reference right there. What did I say? What did I say early on in the third quarter, about halfway through? They were going to run that play a lot here in the fourth quarter late in this game, and it's exactly what they did. They get the isolation there with Hartley, one-on-one on the right side. Everybody's middle of the lane to the left side. Hartley goes one-on-one and they're hoping for a help defender for a dump there at worst, but if not, Hartley's going to the rim. It's what he does. He uses his strength, and he gets a foul and the chance for the and one, but unable to convert. That will not be the last time you see that play this game.
Great point. You literally said it earlier that they were going to run it again, and they just did.
Riverside's got to find a way, and I'm not saying that Timms can't guard that because he can, but he's got to do a good job of not letting Hartley penetrate and getting him deep in the paint.
Timms with the ball, kicks out to Smith. Smith will drive, lost control, kind of poked out. And will go out of bounds on Riverside that time, so Bay will get the ball back here, still with the lead over the Rebels, 42-36. And Coach Chase Halbrook, his first year here at Bay, coming from Marmaduke, a very experienced coach. And he's done a great job here as his first year at Bay. Down low, got his own rebound. Willard, can he get it? And he draws contact. Foul will be on Cash Gillis.
Hey, the thing I'm most impressed with tonight is going to be that both teams are going to walk away from this tougher. Both teams are going to have been battle tested no matter who wins this game.
For sure.
This is a really great game for both teams as the postseason gets close. And we've talked about that because they're getting valuable experience being able to try to finish through contact, get to the free throw line, play in this tough environment where the fans are raucous, and this is exactly what both teams need.
17 points tonight for number 33, Jacob Willard. A guy that we knew would score a lot tonight. A guy who had 14 points and over 5 rebounds against Mark Tree earlier in the season. Smith, kick out over to Timms. Timms, right wing, shot is good. Riverside bangs it.
Huge shot there from Bryson Timms. This game started to get a little bit more in Bay's favor. An 8-point lead with less than 4 to go. They needed that bucket right there from Timms.
Intensity, Marky Dotson, kick out. I like Dotson. Kind of had a good shot attempt there if he would have took it.
Bay's going to be patient, work a little clock here. Riverside does not have to foul. They're nowhere near that situation yet, but they've got to tighten up a little bit defensively and keep Bay from getting to the rim.
Well, I agree. Bounce pass over to Hartley. Now Willard for 3. Oh, I can't believe it. He just drained it, Doc.
That hurts if you're Riverside. That hurts for sure. You can't be so focused of not letting him get to the rim that you leave Jacob Willard open. I told you pregame, if he's in the gym, he's in range.
20 points for Jacob Willard, Doc.
Got to keep a hand in his face. He's a big shot taker and a big shot maker.
Smith pulls up mid-range jumper. The ball will roll out. Bay with the rebound and possession. He slips and falls.
Well, it's starting to get dangerous territory here if you're the Rebels. Down 8 with 2.5 to go. With the shot clock, it's certainly not a dire situation yet. But you're going to have to be wise when a kid gets the ball from Bay that is maybe not a great free throw shooter. You don't want to maliciously foul, but maybe you start sending guys to the line, picking and choosing who you're sending to the line here to try to whittle down this lead. But it doesn't do any good if you're turning the ball over or not making shots.
Yeah. And Hartley good with his first free throw. Hartley, 7 points tonight for him. Looking for a possible number 8. Gets it to fall, and Bay has just played one heck of a ball game. And Coach Halbrook trying to get his student section hyped, as they could take a big conference win tonight. They've still got 2 minutes and about 30 seconds left to play.
Going to get a foul, I think, on Dotson there, yeah. Going to get a foul on Dotson.
Wasn't too sure of the call there.
Well, Riverside not in the bonus at this point, so you're going to reset the shot clock, but it's a deal where you had a mismatch there maybe if you're the Rebels, so a bit of an unfortunate break.
Smith drives, gets it into Cash Gillis. Gillis will get it to fall.
They needed that bucket for sure, and they're going to be all-out press here for the next 2:04. So Bay going to have to do a good job of handling that press. Riverside really needs to force a turnover.
And Coach Chase Halbrook will call a timeout for his Bay Yellow Jackets. We'll be right back.
We're going to stay here, actually. Go ahead and talk about this one real quick. We think we're good on commercials, so let's talk about this. It's an intense game, 8-point game, 2:04 to go. This comes down to, if you're Bay, you got to take care of the basketball. You got to go to the free throw line. Can't turn the ball over. Go to the free throw line. Make your free throws. You got to for sure get 1 or 2 every trip you go to the line. Really need to get both of them. But if you're the Rebels, this is all-out blitz scenario. You are 100% selling out. You're going for steals. You're going for the ball when you're fouling. You're trying to find ways to poke the ball free to start the break to try to get a few easy buckets because right now Bay's not giving you any of those.
No. I've been very impressed with Bay's performance tonight. And Riverside, they're a very, very good team. They've just been kind of a little bit behind tonight when it comes towards Bay.
I'm going to catch some grief for this probably, but really, that's fine. Honestly, as a Riverside fan, I'm not upset by this performance for the Rebels, and I'm a Bay fan too. I shouldn't say I'm a Riverside grad. I'm a Bay fan. I'm a Northeast Arkansas basketball fan. I want everybody to play really well. But Riverside might have needed a game like this to kind of get their head back on straight and say, hey, we gotta iron out a few things. They're plenty good enough to still compete for state championship, but sometimes you need maybe a moment where you say, hey, we got to fix a few things.
I guarantee you're going to end up seeing both of these squads in the state tournament this year. Will be hosted by Cedar Ridge.
The regional tournament's going to be in this building. This is one that you could very well see these two teams square off again. That regional tournament's going to be no joke. So you want to be playing your best basketball come regional tournament. So is this a game where both teams, get to practice tomorrow and say, hey, here's what we got to do. We did this well, Here's what we got to work on. We got to get some stuff right before postseason.
Less than 2 here to go.
It's a long way from over. I'm not saying this game's over yet by any means. Riverside needs a couple quick buckets.
And they turn it over. Great job from Dotson. Bay with the ball back here. Willard crossover.
You almost have to foul, I think, here if you're the Rebels. You've got to find a way. I mean, now you've let the shot clock run halfway down. You've got to play good, solid defense, but precious time's ticking off.
Trips and falls, and they will get the ball back to Bay. And it seems to be that we'll have another timeout.
9-point game, 123. I think Riverside unhappy that he was starting to maybe lose possession before the timeout was called. I think they're going to call a 30-second. I think that may be all they have. But I think they were going to they're a little upset maybe that Bay didn't quite have full possession there when the timeout was called. But when did he start calling it? If it's called from the bench before then, I get it. But maybe an unlucky break there for the Rebels. And here's the thing. Maybe there's some unlucky breaks that have not gone their way tonight.
Yeah.
But you got to be able to handle that in adversity. So, there's some things that aren't going to go your way, especially late in the year. I've lived through that. I know that from experience and have been frustrated by it, and it is what it is. So maybe it's better now to experience that in this spot and say, hey, don't even let ourselves be in that spot late in the year.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Put the game away before that, so that's not even an option. So hats off to Bay right now with 1:23 to play. They've done everything they need to do to win this one.
The Bay faithful, they're all up on their feet. They realize what a win tonight could mean for them. Willard is fouled and will go to the line for Bay.
I think Willard may have tweaked his knee on the play.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to walk it off.
He's toughing it out. What a sport.
You're the Yellow Jackets, that's not what you want to see.
Willard with 20 points tonight, Doc.
Hey, he has dominated this game. He has been everything they've needed him to be. He's hit big shot after big shot. You got to tip your cap to the kid. He's hit outside shots. He's scored around the bucket. He stepped to the free throw line and made them. That's the kind of effort Bay needed tonight from at least one of their guys. And he has answered the bell.
By the end of the season, he will be all conference.
Oh, no question.
Gillis for 3. Ooh, that hit Watson right in the face.
Just getting word, Willard's 8 of 8 from the free throw line. So, if the ball's going to be in your hands in a close game, you got to have that guy that can step to the line, and that's been Jacob Willard.
Chase Halbrook will call another timeout for his Bay Yellow Jackets. And in a moment like this, a full timeout, I bet the nerves are starting to get to Riverside.
Southern Home Healthcare is your on-call home health care provider. Practically any home medical supply or service you need, you will find at Southern Home Healthcare. They feature home oxygen, walkers, wheelchairs, CPAP machines, braces, and more. And if you can't come to them, they'll come to you. On call 24 hours a day, 932-0990, 2925 South Caraway Road. Southern Home Health.
Welcome you back to Lake City. Less than a minute here to go. Dotson with room will kick out over to Willard. And they will have to foul.
If I'm Jacob Willard, I'm holding it right now. He has proven tonight that it's his night. He's 8 of 8 from the line in this spot. If I'm him, I'm hanging on to the basketball, and until I start missing a couple, let me be the one to go to the line and try to ice this one. Still not over. I know 11 points, it's daunting. It looks to be over, but as quick
It's
as
still
Riverside
possible.
is and many shooters they have, Bay's going to have to make their free throws.
It's possible. I think Cash Gillis is going to be subbed out. Great performance from him tonight, win or loss, 13 points overall for him. Willard with 23rd now. 23, excuse me. Cap that out at 24. Definitely having a better night than he had last time with 14 points.
It's a nice left-handed finish there by Tim.
Yes. Pass in here. It was about a 2-second difference on that shot clock and game clock here.
Willard's going to have a chance to add to that game high, 24.
Definitely have to be forced to foul.
Shooting for Bay, number 33, Jacob Willard.
He's just been automatic. I mean,
Bay has just played phenomenal basketball tonight. I mean, you can't argue with it.
I don't want to say flawless because, you know, there were things that they could have done better, but
yeah,
the effort they gave tonight, the performance, the way they played this game, the game plan, the execution, all of that. It's not easy to beat this Riverside team, especially in this gym as Couch drains a tough three there to cut it to 10.
Yeah.
It's not easy to beat this team anywhere, much less in this gym. So hats off to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Couch with some intensity. They'll be forced to foul again. 12.8 left here on the shot clock or game clock. And Coach Chase Halbrook, man, a big old smile on his face tonight.
You think he wanted this one? You think he wanted this win? I know you can tell.
Yeah.
He wants them all, but there was one. He's beaten now in 2 weeks. He has now beaten Mark Tree, who is maybe the odds-on favorite to win the single-A state championship at Mark Tree, and now he's come to Riverside and beat maybe the odds-on favorite, if not one of the top 3 favorites to win the 2A state championship. That's a heck of a 2-week span for the Yellow Jackets.
You need to watch Chase Halbrook's, probably his day-in-the-life TikTok video about this win tonight.
That's going to put icing on this one, though, 58-46.
And everyone from Bay here, a big win for the Yellow Jackets tonight. They point to the scoreboard, and Bay has done the unthinkable. They have upset Riverside here at home and have broke the undefeated conference streak of Riverside. Final score, Bay 58 to Riverside 46. So we are going to stay here, though. We are going to have, and we welcome you to the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Roof Raiders. Of course, Alex Scallion, join along.
If it seems like our Roof Raider trucks are everywhere,
Well, we kind of are.
at Roof Raiders, we're always helping our customers and our community. We're always on call, always on the move, always on top.
And we welcome you back here to the post-game wrap-up brought to you by Roof Raiders. Alex Scallion, Dr. Garrett Weaver. Doc, big-time win for Bay tonight. They beat the undefeated Riverside Rebels here at home. A big-time win. I mean, unthinkable win, honestly.
Well, I mean, it's one that Bay believed when they came in this gym. They played that way. They believed they could win this game, and they dominated every aspect of it. I mean, I bleed maroon, but they dominated every aspect of this game, and that doesn't make Riverside a bad team. You had not a very good night, but let's give all the credit to Bay because they executed everything perfectly. They did exactly what they needed to do to exploit what they needed to. Riverside didn't make shots early, kind of struggled.
Yeah.
Bay got out of the gate hot and was able to maintain that and just really held on the whole night to about a 5 to 12 point lead and was able to win convincingly.
Yeah, and I just big-time win for Bay. I believe Riverside will still technically be ranked number 1 in conference.
They will.
But Bay will have that win over Riverside, especially here at home. And these two teams, they won't play each other anymore in the regular season, but these teams will definitely see each other in district.
Don't be a bit surprised to see these two square off in the district final.
For sure.
I won't be a bit shocked to see that. That'll be at Rector. We may get the privilege of covering that game again, which would be just tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
You may not see this. You may see these two teams play again in the regional tournament.
Yeah.
Maybe even in the state tournament. So these two teams may very well square off again a couple more times this year. It just may not be. It won't be in the conference.
Yeah, but if these two teams are end up playing each other at Rector, who's going to win that game? Because, I mean, now both teams have got to win over each other this season, and now the next time they possibly play will be on a neutral site.
Well, it's one of those games where now Bay has all the confidence going in. Riverside is a very, very disciplined team, very talented team. They'll right the ship. They'll regroup from this for sure. So it's not determined who's going to win that one the next time they play, but now Bay gains a little bit of confidence before that next potential matchup.
I want to say the player of the game tonight easily it's got to go to number 33 of Bay, Jacob Willard. Willard, the junior, 6'3", he dropped 28 points tonight, Doc.
28 of their 58. He just literally did whatever he wanted, pretty much whenever he wanted, and he made Riverside pay at the free throw line late. And when you've got a guy that is just fundamentally sound and able to knock down big shot after big shot and step to the free throw line in those moments and score, you got to tip your cap to him. I know I've said that, but just hats off to Jacob Willard and the entire Bay team tonight.
I wonder how they're going to feel going into the rest of this season. Bay, their next performance, their next game will be on the 7th at Buffalo Island Central. The next time you will see the Riverside Rebels play some basketball, it will be on the 7th as well, but that game will be at Marmaduke.
Riverside needs to right the ship. They've got 3 good games here to kind of get back on track. Marmaduke this week, Hillcrest, and Mammoth Spring next week to wrap up the non-conference to head into postseason. So you want to kind of get back on track. You can get to 30 wins still by doing that. So one of those things where you don't let this be the end-all, be-all. You figure some stuff out and get rolling.
Guys, we want to thank the entire school administration and coaching staff for letting us broadcast this game tonight. Next time you see us live, it will be tomorrow night. It is a big time, and I mean big time, Class 4A3 matchup. The Brooklyn Bearcats, number 2 ranked against that West Side team, who's going to be number 3 ranked going into the season, because both teams they took losses against Blytheville.
Yeah, that's not going to matter tomorrow. What's going to matter is that rivalry, and both teams. That is one that I have absolutely been looking forward to covering. As we see my daughter here on, she's all about being on the screen. But that's a matchup that we've been looking forward to covering.
Yeah. It will be myself, you on the call, and also Ethan Murphy as well. The voice of the Brooklyn Bearcats will be on that call with us tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to it. That atmosphere is going to be electric.
Well, you've been watching High School Game of the Week presented to you by Suncom Media, your choice for quality sports broadcast. For Dr. Garrett Weaver and everyone from Suncom Media, I'm Alex Gallion, and we'll see you tomorrow night in Bono.